TheJamies.net.
We're back with more tips for the Caribbean Princess, and we hope these 10 additional tips will help you enjoy your next cruise aboard the ship even more. Just a quick note that if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up or leave a comment. It really helps our channel. And consider subscribing so you get alerted when we add new videos. Our first tip is to use both sets of midship elevator controls on the Caribbean Princess if you want to call all of the midship elevators that are available. During our cruise, we found there were 2 separate sets of elevator buttons for the 2 different groups of elevators in the midship area. The first set of buttons controlled the 4 enclosed elevators, and the second set of buttons, just a short distance away, controlled the 2 glass elevators. Pushing the up or down button on both sets of controls helped minimize our wait time for a midship elevator. Our next tip is to pay attention to your elevator selection at the back of the Caribbean Princess. During our cruise, we found that not all aft elevators serviced the same decks. Among the row of 4 elevators, the 2 inside elevators did not travel to decks 6, 16, 17, and 18. However, the outside elevators, the one on the far left and the one on the far right, provided access to all decks from deck 6 to deck 18. Our third tip is to be aware that accessing the adults-only Terrace pool on the Caribbean Princess is a bit odd. Although the ship's deck plans indicate the Terrace pool was on deck 14, it wasn't immediately obvious since deck 14 is predominantly a stateroom deck. To access the pool, we walked to the end of the stateroom hallway, passed through the door at the end, and walked up the stairs. The pool was also accessible by walking down the stairs from decks 15, 16, or 17. Our next tip is to take advantage of the complimentary amenities inside the spa on deck 16 forward. Both the men's and women's changing rooms each had a complimentary sauna, steam room, and showers available. As a bonus, the showers were a bit larger than the shower located in our stateroom, and they were all equipped with adjustable, handheld shower heads. Our fifth tip is to check out the dining, bars, and lounges section on the back of the paper daily schedule to discover unique options available at the World Fresh Marketplace buffet. During our cruise, we found a Mexican-themed lunch one day and a chocolate-themed breakfast another day. These options were not listed in the daily activities or the Princess Medallion class app, so they were otherwise easy to miss. Our next tip is to indulge in the complimentary afternoon tea service on days at sea aboard the Caribbean Princess. During our cruise, the service was available in the Coral Dining Room on Deck 6 midship from 3 to 4 p.m. In addition to tea, a variety of small sandwiches, desserts, scones, and other snacks were available. Reservations were not required. Our seventh tip is to be aware that accessing dining information on Princess's Medallion class app can be a bit convoluted. To access dining information and menus during our cruise, we had to select the Dine My Way option on the app. Then select Explore Dining Options. Then identify the restaurant we were interested in. And finally, select the restaurant for details and menus. Our next tip is to grab a cloth napkin from the left side of the Salty Dog Grill if you just need a napkin without utensils while grabbing food from one of the many venues on Deck 15. During our cruise, the napkins were very helpful when we were enjoying a quick snack and didn't want to waste a clean set of utensils. Our 9th tip is to attend the Family Fun Fair if you're cruising as a family aboard the Caribbean Princess. During our cruise, the fair offered a wide variety of activities for kids of all ages, including button crafting and puppet making, glitter tattoos and face painting, cup stacking contests, and more. Even Stanley the Bear, the lovable Princess Cruises mascot, made an appearance. The family-friendly event lasted 2 hours and was immediately followed by an hour-long family dance party in the same location. Our 10th and final tip is to make use of the self-service laundry facilities located on several passenger decks of the Caribbean Princess. During our cruise, the laundromats were open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., and each one featured 2 washing machines, 2 dryers, a sink, and ironing boards. Everything operated on a token system, with washers and dryers costing $3 US per use. All of the laundromats were located on the port side or left side of the ship, and most were situated between the midship and aft elevators. The only exceptions were the Deck 5 laundromat, which was located forward of the forward elevators, and the Deck 9 laundromat, which was located aft of the aft elevators.